Okay, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. As you remember, last time we left off, my S-Stock was about to break, so I stopped it right there. I was going to head all the way back to the blacksmith to get it repaired, but then I realized I can go to the shopkeeper that's in the upper burg and buy the item that automatically repairs my blade. Well, for a little bit, not fully, but just good enough for me to continue the playthrough that night. So I started recording after I entered and cleared out the beginning part of the burg, and now I'm just gonna continue my way to the Capra Demon. Yeah, still with these guys again. They love all coming at me at once, and I love hitting that R2 swipe. Fuck you, and yeah, royally fuck you. Heal up with an Estus. Yeah, man. You know, one of these days I'm gonna make a video and make a, I'll make a drink and call it the Estus Flask. You know, and I'm just gonna do a perfect video. You guys can see my face and just mix some concoction. You know, it'll taste good. I got some bartender background. Okay, actually I don't. I'm just a professional drinker, which means I just like to drink. Okay, here, instead of going to fight the demon directly, I decided to clear out this area down here. Oh, this is clearly, you know, an ambush, so I tried to set it off first. There's a guy waiting for me around the alleyway, and the other guy continues to throw knives. Fuck you. And, yeah, I wanted to clear this area out and find if there's a shortcut, just in case he beats me again, so that I won't have to go through the whole alleyway, fighting the dogs, fighting more of the assassins, and I can just get right back to the carpet that much faster. So, poke this guy, and sure enough, there's a door, and that's the door we're trying to get to right there. It's locked right now, but that's the door that leads to the depths. Another undead head. Thanks for the tip, even though I can see it shiny. A layer. Yeah, when people always put the layer, I always think, oh, maybe it means a wall right here. I mean, because if it was a layer, why wouldn't you put it like directly in front of the door? I don't get that. Why would you put it up against that wall, making me think that there's an illusionary wall right there? Yeah, there's a naked guy shooting arrows at me. I gotta go take care of him. Fuck you, guy. Yeah. Yeah. Shortcut ahead, and sure enough, I know exactly where this takes me. And then there's a shopkeep right behind me too. She sells mostly like poison items, or I mean items to get rid of poison. Well, and poison items. And she sells the stone that gets rid of curse, but she sells it a little bit more expensive than the other guy waiting for you in the bell tower. So yeah, look, throwing knife. I still haven't used those. I have a few dung pies already that I got from the enemies down in the Blight Town, and those are cool too. And I may come back and buy a couple of these. They add fire element to my weapon, but I'm not sure which enemies that's really good against. So I'll just wait on it, and it costs 500. But right now I just need to focus on leveling up a little bit more, and so I can start focusing on getting my health up too. Like once I get either dexterity or endurance up to level 30, then I'll start pumping up health every other level, and I'll stick to the other one as well. So I don't know why I ran back. It's clearly a dead end up here. Steps are jaggy. What are you doing? What are you doing, guy? What are you doing? Grief. Good grief. Yeah, so this shortcut right here is actually going to take us back to the starting bonfire. The one in my game that actually got snuffed out because the firekeeper got killed by the man in gold armor. Would have been a pretty cool shortcut too, because all I would literally have to do would be come back, kill 4 guys that's just blocking the staircase, kill this rat. Actually, I can run past this rat because this rat doesn't really even fight you. He pretty much just bitches into the corner. I think he eventually attacks you if you stand there long enough, which is kind of misleading for the future rats, because the future rats, they don't really give a fuck. They'll kill you. Yeah, as you can see right down there, that's where the bonfire is. But this shortcut will not work for me that way, seeing as how mine is lit. So I'm just fucking around with this guy. Fuck you. Oh, his friend's here. Okay, they kind of have the advantage. I fucking hate this shit. I wish I could just clip through the wall and just poke him. But I can't. There you go. He's done. He's done with now. I got my 60 spare slow point. So now what I have to do now is go into the upper bird, and there's that bonfire over there, which is actually the same one that I'm already set at anyway. So now if I die, I can just go this way, which is, I guess, about the same length. It's kind of the same length. The enemies that I have to defeat to get this way are much more easier than the enemies that I have to defeat the other way. So by using this shortcut, I only have to deal with 2 assassins, 2 dogs, and about maybe 4 lightly armored enemies. So that's a lot more simpler than going the other way, which I'll have to deal with about 6 assassins and 6 dogs, and still the 4 lightly armored warriors, the hollow guys. So fuck that way. I'm going this way. F this up. Let's go to our presumably death, because clearly I wouldn't waste all this time explaining to you about this shortcut and not having to use it at least once, right? I tried really hard to get up those steps. But that damn dog, that fucking would not allow it. He just was like a giant stone wall. I was trying to roll over him. I was trying damn near everything, but no. So at least now you'll get to be able to see the shortcut that I've been trying to tell you about. Let's see, kill this guy. That's 1. 2. Fuck this guy. I really, I was, you don't understand the amount of frustration that I was feeling right now. And it's hard to, go back and reenact it. You know, now that this is a whole new day, and I'm just coming off my weekend, I'm feeling great and shit. So, only thing I can do about it is sit back and laugh and watch the stupid mistakes that I make over again. But that's what this game is all about. Making mistakes, learning from them, and trying again. So, now, we go down to that well, back past the old poison shop lady, and then into the alleyway where I have to take on the 2 assassins and 2 dogs. Well, first I gotta take out the hollow with the crossbow. I could probably just run past his ass. It's not like he chase you or any fucking thing. And he only gives you 60 souls. Cheap soul having some bitch. But yeah, no, and it all pays off in the end. So, you know, now for future reference, I think, if anything, if I could do this any different, I would just have a stronger weapon out so I can deal with the dogs immediately. I should always have a weapon when you're going to fight this boss. I guess suggest a weapon strong enough to kill the dogs in 1 hit. That way you get them out of the way immediately. Because the longer they're there, oh yeah, just gotta have free humanity from just killing that guy. It happens randomly, but there is an item, I think it's a ring, that increases the chances of you getting them from random enemies. So I might go on a side quest for that as well, because those will be good to have, so that I can set bonfires so that I can get 10 my maximum Estus versus the 5 for the later game, for later areas. So let's go through the fog once again. Let's see if we can do this right. Get my souls. Roll past the dog. Oh, he didn't get in the way this time, little son of a bitch. Alright, I get him up on the steps and I try to deal with him here. But the same thing that happened the first time I fought him happens again. But I do make the fall. He lands on me, does about 3 damage, but I get stuck again. I was rolling around like fucking Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country 2 and shit. Stuck in the corner. Got enough space to get an Estus. Alright, now I'm in a better position. Still low on Estus. Oh my god, so fucking close. I'm clinching it right now. And I was able to block that, luckily. Okay, one of these dogs gotta die. Alright, that's 1. So I'm down to 1 dog, 1 demon. Get an Estus just far enough. And I'm amazed that his swords can hit me in such an enclosed area. He hit me in my back when my shield is up. That was all my fault. I was locked onto the dog, so I totally gave my back up. Luckily, he didn't kill me. Then he overhands me, take away all my stamina. Hits me with no stamina. Luckily, I didn't lose no health. So I'm getting away with murder now. That might be due to the wolf's brain. And I try going two-handed. But he seems to go through the guard of the sword, so I quickly heal, get wrecked, get another hit off, get wrecked, and quickly realize the two-handed sword technique not really working right now. Got enough space for another Estus, luckily. Heal up, only have 5 left. Oh wow, that was one hell of a hit. Rolled under it. Look at that, sweet moves, sweet moves. All right, and this is when I realized it's better to have the shield out and switch the shield, back up far enough, get enough space between me and the demon, another Estus refill, overhand, roll out the way, make him pay for it. 1, 2, 3. Got a little greedy with the third one, but fuck it. Worked. I'm still breathing. Back up. Full health, so I go in for another stab. Swing, swing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 2 hits. He hit me, but he didn't do any damage. He only took some stamina away. Another overhead, made him pay for that. He makes me pay for that. Stabbing away. I'm below 50% health, which I'm always kind of nervous because one hit right now would kill me. So I tried to heal up. He answered to that with an overhead, and then followed up with another overhead. I tried to heal, followed up with another, answered with another overhead, 2-handed overhead. So I just say fuck it and just finish him off. He literally had next to no health. 3 quick pokes and victory achieved. And shows me what I get. Nice little haul, and I do a little victory lap. My 6,000 souls. Thank you, thank you. I will gladly use those to level up one of my 2 base stats again. Oh, I think this is when I was just really overjoyed to be done with that and like kicking myself in the side for having so much trouble with that guy. Like, as you can see from what I was saying earlier, he really wasn't that tough. His attacks are easy to read. He doesn't really have a different attack pattern. It's just this room is more of a boss than the boss was. Because you have these misleading stairs, it makes it seem like, oh, he can't climb up these fucking stairs, he's too big. Oh, he can come up those stairs, and it actually gets you caught up quite a few times. But most of the times fighting him, you have no choice but to go up there just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room from him, and the dogs. But as you saw, once I was able to deal with the dogs, it was pretty much simple. I mean, I was getting hit by some stuff, but given the circumstances, whatever, I still got that W. And now I'm just taking a chance to look over the items that he gave me. He got me the Great Demon Machete, which looks like some sort of Silent Hill-ish weapon. He also gave me one of those teleportation things that allow you to go back to the last bonfire you were at. And 1 humanity, cheap ass, should have got me a twin humanity. And he also gave me the key to take us to the next area that we will be exploring next, which is the key to the depth. So, got all this. I got a shitload of souls, but the problem is, every time I've never been into the depths before. This is about the farthest I ever got in all of my playthroughs of playing this game. I never went any further than here. Because the last time I did it, I got to this point and something else came out and I started playing whatever game that was, hardcore, and I forgot all about Dark Souls. So, I never went to the depths, but people always talk about the depths, that it's like crazy hardcore, like it's supposed to be really tough down there. I remember the last game I went through when I came through this hallway, it was just signs saying good luck and blah blah blah. So I was kind of nervous. I didn't want to go down there with all these souls and die and find myself in a situation where I can't get back to those souls. So I said, fuck it, I'll just go back, level up, and I'll hit out there once I'm done, you know. I know I need a lot of poison, but I already have a lot of poison cure items from the time I was in the Darkwood Forest. So I'm not really too worried about the poison. And plus the gear that I have on gives me a slight resistance to poison anyway. So I'm good. I feel really good. But still, I just didn't want to risk the souls. Plus, you know, why not? I mean, the depth sounds like a really large area, so I might as well get prepared as possible by leveling up and using the souls that I got from killing that guy. But since I killed everybody here already, it's pretty much a fast walk back. Oh, and I got a firebomb. And I remember when I was playing this, they reminded me, hey, maybe you should go buy some fucking firebombs because they are pretty cool. And since the depths has like a lot of rats and a lot of like of those leprosy guys down there, and they're always grouped together, firebombs would help out a lot. But I didn't get them. I just spent all my souls on this level where I was trying to gauge what should I do. See, I wanted to get dexterity up to 30. But it seems like it's capped for the weapon that I'm using. Like, I'm not getting any more points towards my R1, which is my main attack. I'm still bumping up the attack power on the R2, but I don't use that as often because it's like a wide swipe, and most of the time I find myself in an archway, and my sword will just hit the wall. So I decided to go with more endurance, so I can get more attacks off and roll if need to. So, I might end up getting endurance up to 30 first, then start pumping up my vitality, and then I'll finish off with getting my dexterity to 30 as well. But that may change depending on once I upgrade my weapon, because if I upgrade my weapon and then that allows me to get more points towards my R1, then I might go back to focusing on dexterity for that reason. So yeah, just taking a look at all the stuff. I think I was so overwhelmed by defeating that stupid boss, so happy with myself, that I actually overlooked the items that he gave me, and I'm just dumping stuff too, so that I'm not overbearing while I'm down there. It seems like every time I go to a new area, there's always at least 2 sets of armor down there, so I'm expecting another 2 sets when I go into the depths. Use like 1 heavy, 1 light, or, you know, fuck that. I always wanted to use the whip too, so I may do another playthrough. I might not record that one, but this is just personal reasons. I want to try using the whip. I think the whip is just put in here for comical reasons, you know, because a lot of people like to compare the Dark Souls games to Castlevania, saying it's like the new age Castlevania. I'm not going to throw my vote into that hat. I just enjoy the game. It's a fun game. Castlevania is a fun game. So I agree that they're both fun games, and that's where I stand on that. You can pick and choose or whatever. I'll just have fun playing both of them at the same time. So that's it for this episode. Tune in on the next one. I'll put up, I think, tomorrow, where we actually go into the depths. See you then.